Hello, everybody. This is Michelle Orwick, and I am coming to you on Wednesday night, the 16th of August. And today is the 30th anniversary of the Harmonic Convergence. And we are smack in the energy of a 30-year program that we have asked for, which is the speeding up and acceleration of the human race and the human evolution. So if you think back to all the things we have gained in the last 30 years, it's spectacular. However, it's hard to think back over 30 years when you're in the middle of the energy yourself. And today I was asked, how do you deal with all of the things that are going on in the world, the politics that are going on in the world today? So what we've learned over the last 30 years and has been known by poets like Rumi and mystics all the way back to the Emerald Tablets, whether you were in the Egyptian times or whether you were in the Greek and Roman times, or if you've even just most recently just meditated, what you've always known is that we have a oneness within all of us. And that oneness is the ability to send love into the world for each of us. So by giving fear any energy, we allow fear to be what manifests in our lives. By allowing ourselves to feel discomfort, then we allow discomfort to manifest in our lives. And this is a time where, as all the world is going just a little bit crazy, it is our job to send love and healing and light and be safe zones for other people to be allowed to live in the light. As I sit here in near darkness, normally I have a stand that my phone's on, so tonight I am coming to you holding my phone, so work with me here. So hi everybody, I see everybody joining, and I'm just talking about how as we are in this energy right now, it is important, especially today, for us to pray. And when I say pray, I mean set the intention of sending love out to the other people on this planet. So by loving into anything you don't like, you are sending it hope. You are sending it the energy to make transformation. With free will, you can't change anyone or anything without their permission. But what you can do is send them the energy of love, the energy of right choices, the energy of peace and prayer. And that prayer is coming from your heart. So I want you to think right now about the fact that you have the same heartbeat as every single person on this planet. Every person has a heartbeat. There is something like you in every single person, no matter how much hate is in this world, no matter how much disrespect is in this world, we have to remember that love is the prevailing force. Love is the energy of change. Love is the energy of compassion. Love is the energy of hope. So when we are doing this energy, we have to go ahead and forgive things for not being the way we want it to be. We know through the laws that forgiveness, compassion, and kindness are what push us deeply into the energy that heals us. Forgiveness and compassion are directly before love. And love is that vibration that permeates and connects each one of us. And I don't mean the underplayed love that we talk about when we just, oh, I love you. It's I love you. I love you as the divine spark of being that you are. So no matter what bad choices someone makes, love them. It doesn't mean you have to tolerate what they're doing. It doesn't mean you have to like what they're doing. It doesn't mean that you have to be happy with what they're doing. But it means that you have to honor the part of them that is a divine spark of everything. So by honoring their mistakes, by honoring their failure to meet your expectations, you're actually honoring yourself and all the failures and expectations that you haven't met in yourself or in another person. So by forgiving another person, you're forgiving yourself. By forgiving yourself, you're forgiving another person, because we are all part of that oneness. We're all part of that convergence of universal light, that ability to understand that we all come from the same source energy, and that each of us has that divine spark within us. By sending that love, by sending that light into the world, we send healing into ourselves. We send the energy into ourselves. So when you feel like you have no control, when you feel like you're afraid, when you feel like you want to be angry, send love into that energy. So if it's your emotion and you're repeating something that's happened over and over again in your brain or in your stories or in your mind, then you are creating the field, the force that is going to recreate, or create, in this case, the energy of something you don't want if you're thinking about a negative. If it's something that you do want, release it, love it, forgive it, and accept that it's over, because it needs to be over and done and in the past. And by thinking about it, talking about it, energizing it, then it then gets recreated as your reality, because it's like an expectation. So as you move into the belief here of what it feels like to get what you actually want, what it feels like to have that in your heart. And yes, I see, Courtney, you want to love again. You have the ability to love again. Everybody can love. So it's just fear that keeps us from loving. It's fear that keeps us from having faith. And fear often keeps us what we think is safe, but safe just keeps us trapped. It keeps us stuck. So we want to be safe but energized. We want to be safe but still willing to get on that airplane and take that challenge. So if you're afraid of heights and you're thinking about getting on an airplane, instead of thinking about the plane crashing, you want to think about what it's like to fly and be in that beautiful, gorgeous energy of flying. So if you're afraid that the plane is going to crash, at the very least, you'll create turbulence. You'll create energetically something that causes the plane to possibly be delayed, or so it probably won't maybe crash, but you'll have discomfort. So if you're discomfortable, if you're already uncomfortable and you're traveling in that energy of fear, you will then create it by energizing that something might go wrong. But if you sit there and you're like amazed at how far we've come, that 200 years ago it would be unimaginable that you could get on an airplane and fly across the country or across the world, that it would be unimaginable to be in the clouds, to see that sun off on the sun side, or if it's nighttime, to see the stars so much closer. If you just focus on those beauties, if you focus on the fact that this is the most magnificent possibility, then you have a smooth flight. Then you enjoy everything about it. So what you focus on becomes your reality. So as you focus on love, as you focus on choosing the reality you want, if you're focused on that, it's going to help you create the day. You're going to create the opportunity. You're going to create joy within your life. So tonight I want you to think about how you can send love out to each person on the planet as we are celebrating this convergence of energy. We are in the oneness. So let's just do that. We're going to energize the oneness of the planet's evolution. We have met that expectation that those people 30 years ago had, that our souls would be more open, that we would have things like theta healing and Reiki be household names, that people would be praying and meditating together, that we would be joining forces in the world to create beautiful resistance, and that beautiful resistance creates love and harmony every day. So I want you to accept the love from the energy of all that is. I want you to accept that you are part of this oneness, and that joy is yours as your birthright, and tap into that love and joy and send it out. Let's energize that each and every one of us and every person on the planet receives love and healing and joy. So just tap into your soul, create the container of sparkly white light and love energy, and send it out. So if you can think of one other person, the farthest person you can think of from you right now, send them love. Think about all the politicians on the entire planet and send them love. Send them the energy of beautiful love. Send any person that is concerned in any way about the world, send them happiness and faith and joy. Send that to them right now, that they are filled with light, that they are filled with love. So we're just going to take our last moment here tonight and fill the energy fields with love and joy and light. It is done, it is done, it is done. As above, so below. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So happy 30th anniversary of the Harmonic Convergence. This is Michelle Orwick, and I'll be coming to you for a longer message tomorrow evening. I love you all.